What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and in the last Dynasty video, we took on Eastern Kentucky to finish the regular season. Had no real issues there. They gave us a pretty good game up till halftime, but we just blew the doors off of them in the second half. And Ronnie Drummer had just an amazing game. 24 carries, 275 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground with an extra one receiving the ball. That may be enough for him to win some awards. We'll see. We're going to find out shortly. So let's go ahead and simulate the conference week. Of course, we're not part of a conference, so we're not going to play that one. We're going to play a bowl game today somewhere against someone. We just don't know who. He's up for the Walker Award, the Maxwell, of course, the Heisman. The only other award we are up for is the Coach Award. We'll see if we win that one as well. But just in a great regular season, 10-2, 17th in the country. We're just moving right on up. That means we should get we are a 2-star program. We should go up to a 3-star, which means we'll be able to recruit 4 stars. And, of course, we'll get into that in the off-season video. All right, looks like I won Coach of the Year. Did I win it last season? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at the trophy room. That's one thing I should do once this dynasty is over with, is go to the trophy room and just look and see all the awards that we won with this dynasty. And that's another reason why I like to keep creating new profiles. I like to create a new profile pretty much for each dynasty. That way the trophies are profile-based. So that's another thing you got to keep in mind. Ronnie Drummer won the Doak Walker Award. Good for him. As you can see at the bottom, it does say Racers. That is my profile. He won the Maxwell Award. And awesome. We are going to take on Washington today in the Sun Bowl. I can't tell you the last time I played in the Sun Bowl, but that's pretty cool. That's a big surprise. I was expecting like the Poinsettia Bowl. You know, we've looked at that the last couple of games or in the videos where it showed that we was supposedly going to go there. But looks like we're going to take on a Pac-10 school. Really neat. Should be a lot of fun. And now for the big trophy. I think he's going to win it. The fact that he won the Maxwell and the Doak Walker tells me he'll probably win this one. Fingers crossed.
Thank you all for being here. Tonight, we'll find out who wins the most
Chad Henne,
award in college
Jason
football,
Gwaltney in West Virginia.
It's an honor
Ronnie
to
Drummer,
this award, which
31
goes to
total
the best
touchdowns.
college football player in the country.
Jesse Burks.
This young man will become a part of NCAA football history.
And this guy's really, really good. I could see him maybe winning it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this year's Heisman Trophy. Congratulations,
Oh,
young man. You've earned
that's what I figured. That's unfortunate. Well, he did win a couple other awards. It's weird he didn't win the Heisman, yet he won the other running back awards. And the Lattimore guy just absolutely just killed it on the first place votes. Well, that stinks. So we'll get our Heisman winner eventually in the dynasty. It is just a matter of time. I don't want to save it yet. So let's look at Washington. Looks like they got B overall talents. Looking at their numbers, nothing really stands out. They're all kind of like right in the middle. Pretty good rush defense. Their pass defense is terrible. But they got good turnover differential. They've won 2 in a row. It should be a lot of fun. I haven't played Washington probably since my Washington State dynasty way back when. And I think they're a 4-3 team. Basic pro-style offense. I could be dead wrong on that. I'll have to check the scouting report later on. I can bring it up on my phone. But I'm pretty sure I know what they run. Okay, well, let's just go through here. We've already done with the in-season recruiting. We got 4 guys in the fold, quarterback, a wide receiver, and a couple offensive linemen. And, of course, as you see here, we got 49. As long as nobody leaves early, we still got 21 spots to fill. No, I take that back. We still got 17 spots to fill. You got to add the 4 guys we just got in. So we got a full recruiting class coming up in the next Dynasty video for sure. Let's go to Sports Illustrated. Bowl rankings, I don't think we finished in the top 15. We probably finished 16th or 17th. I know we're 16th in the top 25 polls, if that's what it said earlier. We won the Heisman. No, I'm sorry. No, we didn't win the Heisman. We finished second. 275 yards, on the last game, 4 touch. Just had a great game, the previous one, but overall just had an amazing season. Very good chance he'll probably go pro early, and if he wants to do that, I'll take one shot at him, see if he wants to come back, but otherwise I'll probably just let him go. We got another good running back just waiting in the wings for next season anyways. Let's check out the award winners across the board. We won the Maxwell. The McNair went to a guy from South Carolina. Looks like Miami had a couple of guys on defense. That's pretty. Look at, oh gosh, the 3 of the top 5 were from Miami. They must be a top 5 team or something. They must be having a really good season. Chad Henne won the quarterback award. Drummer with the Walker. Best wide receiver went to a guy to New Mexico State. I guess Morgan didn't do enough. I guess we didn't get enough touchdowns with him for him to get on this list. I thought he had an amazing season for us, though. Tight end, we obviously weren't going to be on that list. Green just didn't touch the ball enough. Of course, offensive lineman. We talked about this before. I think a lot of that had to do with our game. They had a lot of pancakes on us. Remington. Lombardi, guy to Texas Tech, won it. Linebacker award, get it in South Carolina. That's the guy who won the McNair, I think. The Thorpe Award, kid out of Stanford. Groza, kid out of Louisiana Monroe, good for him. Top punter, Williams at USC. Best returner, Marcus Manson out of Florida. And we won the Coach Award. Let's go to All-Americans. I assume we've made a few people, got a few on this list. There's Drummer, first teamer. And there is Josh Morgan. Now, I was asked to look at some stats of some of our players, specifically Myers, our fullback. We'll do that here in a minute. But as you see here, there's Drummer's rushing totals. His receiving totals, he touched the ball a few times through the air. Got a couple touchdowns, but we didn't really need him in the passing game a whole lot this year. You go down to Morgan. Having a great season. 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, but didn't even make that top 13 list, which surprised me. I guess the touchdowns, I thought 12 touchdowns in one season for a wide receiver would be good enough, but I guess not. Let's keep going. That's all for the first team. Let's go to the second team All-Americans. I don't know if we would have anybody here. Looks like we won't. Freshman All-Americans, I don't think we'd have anybody here. I just don't remember having playing that many freshmen that done a lot. I mean, I think we played quite a few, like Schroeder's a freshman, strong safety. And I think we got a couple offensive linemen that are true freshmen, but they're not on there. So we can go, this is kind of useless to look at this. There's no point. The independent, this doesn't mean nothing because there's only 4 teams. So we're going to have a lot of players on there. So this isn't surprising to say the least. I mean, heck. Anderson made the second team all independently, which doesn't say much. He only got 1 touchdown and barely 200 yards receiving. So that doesn't say a whole lot to us. Bowl games. Who's going to go in the national championship game? We can check that out. South Carolina and Michigan. Of course, we took on Michigan this year. They had just an amazing season. A really good team. It wouldn't shock me if they won it. And there's Miami. I figured they'd be up there. Having that many good defensive players. Players of the week, I really don't care about this particular thing, but we can check and see. The Ronnie Drummer was Offensive Player of the Week in Week 15. We can go through each week really quickly and see if we had anybody else make National Player of the Week. I'm not seeing it. It looks like Drummer on Week 15. Of course, I don't know how many teams play that week. There might have been just a handful of games, so that doesn't say a whole lot. But he still had an amazing game, to say the least. All right, let's check out some team information screens. We're completely healthy. Our transfer trio, that's what I should have called them all season. It just hit me a couple days ago to call them that. But it's the transfer trio of Davis, Drummer, and Morgan, all having incredible seasons. I'm thankful and glad that I've been able to put them in good spots for them to succeed. And defensively, nothing has changed on that front. Abdullah is still killing it. But his low on tackles, it's been like a share the wealth type of thing on the tackle front for us. That usually happens with my defense. There's been a couple times where I've had a linebacker or two who've had some really good numbers on tackling front. But normally it's a share the wealth type of thing. Let's go to the Pac-10 and check out Washington. See what we can expect here. Don't know if it'll tell us a whole lot. If I can find them, there they are. Their quarterback, I don't know if he's their best. Yes, their quarterback's out for the season. We'll have to check out their backup and see if he's any count. They got a running back that's doing okay. They got a wide receiver that's doing really well. 115 yards a game. That's not bad at all. And they got their best defensive players got 78 tackles, 9 sacks on the year. That's really good. Not going to lie. Now, one thing I will have to say is when it comes to tackle stats, when you're playing, I play on 5-minute quarters, so tackle stats may be a little low compared to the to the real world. So a lot of these CPU games, the sim games, they're going to be more realistic. They're going to have, but I'm not going to play 8-minute quarters just so I can see my tackle stats go up. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I have it set on 5-minute quarters mainly because I get realistic scores, which is pretty typical what you see in the real world. If I was playing on 8-minute quarters, I'd be playing games up in the 80s, and that's just not realistic. Okay, I think that is it. So let's go ahead and take on... Oh, yes, I wanted to show you... Let's go to our roster really quick, and let's just look and see who's really done, any improvement over the season. Here's our quarterbacks. Bo Davis went up a couple. Sawyer went up 4 the few times he played. The lower your overall, the higher this will go up. So it doesn't surprise me as little as he played, it's up at +4. Halfback Drummer is +4, and that is it. Nobody else got to do anything. Of course, Griffin played some. Long, of course, is redshirting. Gladhar he's a transfer. And the rest of these guys didn't even play. So Drummer's at a +4. Myers, here's what we wanted to see. Is he a +2? It's good to see him there. I had a chance to play him at defensive end, or maybe it was outside linebacker. He was going to be really good there. But I'm so thankful I got him at fullback because look what he's done for us. He didn't do much on the rushing front, but receiving, 8 touchdowns, 521 yards. I'd like to think we've done a good job of making use of him. So he's going to stay at fullback by all means. It just provides another weapon for us on offense. We may need him next year. You just don't know who our playmakers are going to be. So it doesn't hurt to have an extra guy like him. So I just wanted you to see that. Wide receiver, we got several guys go up a little bit. Morgan went up 1. Clark went up a couple. Anderson went up a couple. He's a sophomore. Coleman went up +3. Tight end Green went up +5, which is really good to see. He just didn't get to touch the ball a whole lot. It just didn't work out. He was like our 5th best weapon. 4th. When you have Morgan and Clark and Myers and Drummer, he would technically be like our 5th guy. So he wasn't going to get to touch the ball a whole lot. Now, he went up a +5, so I wonder where he went up on. He went up on the awareness on a +3. He didn't go up on his catch, so that's all he went up on, but apparently that's all it took was his awareness to go up +3 for him to go up a +5 on the overall. So that's interesting to see. Offensive linemen, you got your tackles. We got 2 true freshmen on the ends. Or at tackle, +4 and +3. Good to see that. This Moore kid, I guess he's going to be a real deal for us, isn't he? Just in time. If he's going to go up that high, +4 throughout the season, maybe we'll get some good training on him in the offseason, and he'll go up even more. But we need help here, obviously, because that's just not good enough for what we're trying to do. We do have that one commitment in. He may be our starting right tackle next year. Who knows? Guard, everybody and their brother went up, which I think it's interesting that these guys went up. I don't remember them playing a whole lot, but I don't pay enough attention to the offensive line and see who goes in and out. But it's good to see our 2 starters go up some, especially this true freshman went up +4 at right guard, Howard Bailey. And one of these guys may end up getting replaced by that guy we just picked up in the regular season just because he's so much bigger. Because our 2 guards, I love them to death, don't get me wrong, but they're small for their position. Center, nothing happened there. This was the JUCO we got that brought in. Dan Atkins just hasn't improved. Defensive ends, we got a bunch of freshmen. Mills went up a couple. Let's see. And Huff went up +2. So Mills, and I'll have to pay attention to this in the offseason and see what happens there in terms of who we're going to start. Defensive tackles, +3 for Kennedy. And Samuel went up +4, what little he did play. Outside linebackers, a bunch of them went up. I'm going to have to start recruiting some guys here because I'm starting to get some upperclassmen. But Abdullah is just going to be a killer for us. Just a stud. I should retire his number by the time he leaves. If he stays for 4 years and keeps putting up the numbers, especially interceptions, he's just going to be a legend for sure. Middle linebacker, Potts didn't improve at all during the summer. Or during the season, I should say. Corner, McBride. McBride went up too for what little he played. He played, what, 3 games total? Already went up +2. Campbell went up a couple. Freeman went up a couple. A good little nucleus of guys that are young. I still wouldn't mind picking up an extra guy that's really good at that position. Free safety, Greco. It's good to see him go up a little bit. I would like to pick a legit free safety in the offseason and have him come in there. That way, Greco might be able to go back and play corner or something. We'll see. Strong safety, Schroeder went up a couple. Good to see that. And his backup, Westbrook, went up a couple. Kicker, no. And punter, no. All right, that's just, I wanted you to see that before we get into the game. So let's get right into it. This may take a little while to simulate because we're probably in week 3 or 4 of the bowl weeks. Bowl games are always interesting. Sometimes they feel like the end of the season stuff where things just get tougher, but that's a good thing. You know, bowls are supposed to be tough, hopefully, if the matchups are good. Especially if you get to one of the bigger games, one of the, the last couple of bowls, or the national championship game, which is always fun. We'll get there eventually. It may take us 2 or 3 more years to get to the national championship game, but I think we're on the right track, to say the least. I'll change up the offense a little bit next. It just depends. I've been doing a roster-friendly, philosophy on the offense and defense as well. Who knows what quarterback we're going to have next year? We may have a dual-threat guy coming in, and we just may have to work around his talents. And we may have a bunch of wide receivers that's going to, we may have to do a lot of spread stuff. So you just never know. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I like this. This is a nice surprise. I'm hoping their backup quarterback isn't very good. And I'm hoping they don't have an impact running back. That'll be a nightmare to take on. The Sun Bowl. And we're having a rainy day in El Paso, Texas, which makes no sense. Does it ever rain in El Paso? Either way, I'm glad we're in a bowl game.
It's the most miserable weather you could have for a football game.
Thankfully, the wind isn't going to be a factor.
Huskies and the Murray State Racers. It's time to go bowling. We're privileged to bring you the play-by-play.
They should pick us to win.
And here come the Racers.
I'd love to finish the season strong, go 11-2. That's just more points for us to play with in the offseason. Ronnie Drummer, All-American. Led in yards and in touchdowns. But honestly, of course I wanted him to win the Heisman. I mean, who doesn't? But the guy from Maryland probably played against a tougher opponents, a tougher schedule. So I understand. It actually became a little more realistic that guy won it instead of Drummer. But that's okay. All right. Let's go to the coin toss. They won the toss. What do they want to do? They want the ball first, which is fine by me. Let's check out their roster. Quarterback is out for the day. That kind of stinks. He's a slow guy, actually. But he's a 90 overall. His backup, 82 overall with 74 speed. I still may blitz him some. I don't know how much he'll run. Running back, nothing to get super excited. 86 overall. They got an impact fullback. I don't mind that in the least. He's 6'3", 287. He's got 56 speed. And he can't even catch, yet he's an impact guy. That's such a wasted impact status. It stinks that you can't change that around. I think in the later games, maybe in 07 or 08, you can change the impact guys around, which it's a good thing and a bad thing, but it's neither here nor there. Really good wide receiver. So I don't know if they're going to be balanced or not. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to call their plays. But a really good receiving crew. 92, 88, 85, 86. Pretty good for Pac-10. Really good tight end, 86 overall, 74 speed, and he can catch a little bit. We can look at their offensive line. 86, true freshman at 70 overall at left guard. Nothing great at center. Okay at guard. And just okay at right tackle. So their offensive line isn't all that special. Look at their defensive line. Like I said, I think they're a 4-3 team. 84 at left end. 93 at right end, but the backup right end is the impact guy. It just, that would change if you were taking that team over, but I don't think the impact status change on a CPU team, if that makes sense. It'll change if you are controlling the team, because it just depends on how your team's performing, who's going to get the ball on offense and such. That stuff can change around. But for CPU teams, I'm guessing that guy stayed the impact guy the entire season. 87 and 84 at defensive end. So their front four is pretty good. They got an impact outside linebacker. We'll try to get away from him some today. Middle linebackers in an 80. Trenton Tuiasosopo. I wonder if he's related to Marcus Tuiasosopo, the quarterback, or his little brother. What was his brother's name? It started with an M. But I think his other brother played quarterback as well. 84 and a right outside linebacker. Corners, 85, 78, 76. Here's where we really got to pay attention. 78 at free safety. We maybe go after him. He's really tall. 6'6", 186. But he's not very fast. I may think of something there. But really good strong safety. And his backup is pretty good too. Then he can run some 4.25 or 3.35. But he's not super fast. They got a very bad kicker. A very bad punter. True freshman. Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
Murray State is getting fired up down there as they get ready to boot this opening kick.
We'll do a high kick.
Here's the kick. Lewis.
Get a fair catch.
And they make the fair catch at the 36.
So,
not sure about that tactic, guys.
We're going to do quarters. They're going to hand the ball off to that fullback. And there he is. They got him back there. Well, I like that 06 at least puts their impact players out there and tries to do something with them. And here's what we're going to have to face all day. He's going to break a lot of tackles. Pick up an easy 8 yards there. We could do a one high. I'll control a defensive tackle. Maybe do less damage there. That's a good stop by Pitts. Or Potts. My bad. And let's just do a 4-4. Looks like they're going to go goal line.
3rd and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 45. Washington will line up in a jumbo set here.
Couldn't get to him. I don't know if he got it.
Just a hair short of the
Oh, he didn't get a great stop. Was that Potts? It wasn't me. Oh, that was Potts. Awesome play by Potts. Such a stud. Okay, let's do a middle fan. It's a man coverage just in case they fake it. Yeah, we should get a safe return. I just want him to fair catch it back there. They got a lefty punter. We'll fair catch that one. Everybody get out of the way. All right, we are on the right hash. Let's take care of that first. Let's just run the ball. Let's see what we're dealing with. They're going 4-3 zone. They're shifting hard that way. I don't mind it. Get a few yards, not a whole lot. 2nd and 7. Let's go. Let me take care of this package first. We're going to do halfback out. They're going man. Let's see who's shifting down. The safety's coming down. Anybody else coming down? I'm going to bring Clark over. They're going. And I threw that way too. I'll throw it off my back foot. That's good defense. I was fixing to get sacked, and I didn't get my feet set. Kudos to them. All right, let's go deep out, see if we can pick up the first. They're going man. I may do some hot routing here, do something. Let's do that with Morgan just in case. They're bringing both of them. Can he get underneath it? Nah, 6 points. His defender went after it. We just looked out on that one. It was a good throw, though. I actually thought he short-armed it. You can tell he's kind of slowed down a little bit. Yeah, he dove for it. I'm sure they'll get us on one of those later today. All right, they're bringing the heat. I don't know if you've noticed that. They brought both. They went cover 0 2 plays in a row. I wonder if they thought, hey, on that previous play, Hey, we stopped them. Let's just do cover 0 again. Thankfully, I had plenty of time to throw. That's going to help attract quarterbacks. I can't wait for the recruiting offseason. Never gets old. I really want to see who we can bring in. I'm looking forward, to be honest, in developing guys that we recruited. We've been very fortunate. I mean, I could stop it here. We've been very fortunate with having Bo Davis, Ronnie Drummer, and Josh Morgan. But all of them are transfers. We were just very fortunate that they was wanting to come here. And they've been great to us this season. But I can't wait to develop my own talent. No, we're not going to do any blitzing. Let's just do a 1 high. Their quarterback can run just enough. So I'm not going to do any of that. Make a play, somebody. Wow, great play by Campbell. Interception. He short-armed it. I don't know if he got hit when he threw it. We can check that. I wonder if they're going to throw a flag on us. Maybe not. I wonder if he got hit. Abdullah. Yep, that's what happened. Abdullah got to him. Take that any day of the week. So let's go after that free safety if we can. We're going to go, I haven't called this play pretty much all season. Let's go PA tight end choice. We're on the right hash. They're going man, so I won't be able to do this per se. I don't know who this is going to go to. They're going cover 1. I guess it's going to go to Morgan. That's good defense. He got a hand on it. Let's just run the ball and get Drummer going if we can. They're going man this time. They're spreading out everybody. That's a full spread of the front 7. We're going to go to the left. We're going to get some good blocking here, I think. I'll just do a stiff arm here. We are on the 21. Let's go. We haven't called this play. I want to go. It's on my mind. We're going to go trips over. And we're going to go halfback screen. They're going man. So this may go. Well, it'll go to one of the 3. It'll go to Morgan, Drummer, or Green. I'm going to bring Green or Morgan over just in case. Nope, we're going to do that. We'll just go to the halfback. And he got bogged down. That's good defense. So we may have to throw again. 2nd and 14. Let's stay here and do halfback streak. We're going man again. This will go to one of the impact guys, I would imagine. Cover 1. That's a good gain. We need some more yards, though. It's 3rd and 4. This is 2-down territory for me. I don't want to kick a field goal, so let's just do a basic run. Don't shift to the left. Thank you. The guy on the right is blitzing. He did a little shuffle. It looked like he was going zone. High snap does not help things. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. Just short. I wonder what happens if I go slam here. They're going zone 4-3. I could kick a field goal, but I just don't want to. This may be really dumb. Just enough. Honestly, I probably wouldn't recommend doing that, but I just didn't want to kick a field goal. I'm here to score touchdowns. All right, let's go slot corner. We're going man. This is going to go to Myers. He's going to hopefully get his 9th touchdown on the season. And I pretty much ran the same 3 plays for him all year, and he's gotten some great yards out of it. Oh, that's good defense. It's good defense because who was on Myers? This guy right here, the guy who was closest to him. You're just taking a chance to hope it's one of the other guys on the back end. That's why I threw it really quick. That's good coverage.
That's a 3-yard pickup.
We are on the 7. Let's go. I'm going to go P. Reed. They're going zone dime. They're doing that. I may just hand it off. Didn't get a whole lot there. It is 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal. I may just run the ball. Let's do a toss play and see if we can get in the end zone with Drummer. They're going zone nickel. I wonder what happens. Ooh. Let's just go with it. Oh, big play. Oh, dang it. I took a terrible angle. I took a bad angle on that one. So it's 4th and 2. I'm going to go for it. Again, I don't want to kick no field goal. I took a terrible angle. We can go back and look at this. See if we can get in here. Zoom in. I'm going to go in this route. We're going to have to go through here. Yeah, I was just way off. I didn't cut up deep enough. Yeah, I wasn't even close. So we're going to go... Are they going zone? Yeah, they're going zone. I'm going to stay away from that impact guy. 6 points. All right, it took us long enough to get down there, but we got our 2nd touchdown. So far, so good. The quarter is going as good as you can ask for. We'll get back on defense and see if we can get another stop. Yeah, 10 plays, almost half of the quarter taken up. Had to go for it on 4th down, what, twice? Should be an easy, fair catch. Of course, it's their impact guy. So let's see what they're going to do next. They're going to do that. Let's just do another one high at a 4-3. Do our under front. Good stop there. I don't know if you saw me. I can go back to it. Here I am. We'll zoom out a little bit. I was able to get around the guard. I made the right directional move going to that side. I didn't make the tackle, of course, but I was ready to make a play there if needed. So that's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole different dynamic being down there trying to win a battle in the trenches. Let's do quarters at a nickel. We'll go back to linebacker. I'm going to stay in. I can easily see him just running it. Ah, dang it. I don't know what happened there. I just got jolted on the other direction. That was weird. This guy's got like 56 speed, and watch him have like 100 yards on us.
The D-line shifts over. Another run.
Good stop there. That's a halfback read play. That ends that zone blocking. It just doesn't work well in this game. I'm going to go back to another one high. All right, that's the end of the quarter. 14-0. We'll take that any day of the week. I wasn't expecting to beat a Pac-10 team this season with UCLA on the schedule, but looks like we may be able to. Who'd have thunk it? Long game left, though. We got 3 full quarters. I'm going to slide over. I went the wrong way, but that's okay. He didn't go anywhere, so it's 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 8. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go Cloud. I wonder if I should go after this guy or not. He hasn't taken off yet. Of course, he hasn't ran the ball or much either. All day to throw. Great defense. I took him over at the last second. I didn't know if I should have or not. I didn't like the one-on-one situation. Thankfully, he overthrew it. I don't think that guy was going to make the catch anyways. I took him over and I got the swat. So I guess I've done my job there. All right, we got another stop. I can't believe it. So let's go back to middle fan. We'll get the ball back. Let's see if we can stretch our lead to 3 scores. That's a cool looking stadium. Essentially a horseshoe. All right, we're in the middle of the field. Let's go. Let's do the halfback double option. I'm feeling it. The impact guys on the side we're going to run to. Hopefully they don't shift hard to that side. Ooh, I'm liking that. If everybody can just block okay. Not bad. I'm going to let him take it. Can he get it? Can he go? I don't think he's going to get caught. That's going to be 6 points. Big play right there. He's just too fast. Everybody had good angles on it, dude. Just wasn't enough. And that 39, he's too slow. He don't have a chance on me. I don't know if there's safeties. We can go back and look at this. I don't know if there's safeties. Yeah, they went cover 0. That's why you didn't see the safeties anywhere. Except for number 3. By then, it was just too late. What I wanted to do, I just wanted to go over here. I want to get a good shot, because this may be the last game we'll see of Drummer. And I wanted to get a really good shot of him in the end zone. I'll get one of these shots eventually. That's pretty cool to see, though. All right. 3-0 in terms of scores. Everything's going right for us so far. It helps to have speed at halfback. Now, that's one thing it's not going to show here. Because why did I accidentally call the timeout? I didn't mean to do that. If Drummer doesn't come back, our starter next year is going to be Gladhar. The thing is with Gladhar, he's not nowhere near as fast. He's more of a bigger bruising back. So I'm not going to do as much outside stuff with him. It's just not going to be as effective. But he can break tackles. Look at his strength. His break tackle, wonder if it's any count. I think it is. 76, yeah. So you're going to see more vertical runs with him. So going to the outside like that, trying to outrun people, it's not going to be as common next year. Unless we recruit a guy. And again, I shouldn't have done this. Unless we recruit a guy that's just got super speed, that's really talented. That's the one thing with Gladhar. He's only an 84 or 80 overall. We may look at him and find a diamond in the rough 4-star guy who's just like a cerebral stud. Going to be the next great Herschel Walker for all we know. Never know who you're going to pick up. All right, we're going to go back to another one high.
The Huskies come out in the ace formation.
Oh, yeah. I took him in the wrong direction or put him in the right one. You see what I've done here? I went that way, and then he turned back to the left once I made that move. So I moved him right into pots. Pretty cool.
The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They're going with a bigger set. Let's just go 4-4.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. They come out with 4 linebackers.
We'll do another under front. I'm not feeling. Dang it. Oh, that's great. So what I pretty much done was I felt like I couldn't have gone after the quarterback at this point. I think I'm too far away and I'm too slow. So I'm going to go back in the coverage. So I'm going to go after anybody who's open. So I'm going after this tight end. Of course, I'm way out of position there, but I dove for his feet just enough. Oh, that's so funny. Defensive tackle going back 10 yards to make a play. So let's just call it the same play.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play.
Looks like they're going to go goal line here.
Defense lines up with 8 men in the box.
We'll just bring everybody down. Get him. Yeah, just enough to get the first. So they're just going to give him the ball pretty much all day, which is fine. It's whatever they want to do. We'll stay in our one high until we force them to throw.
The Huskies come out showing 3 wide.
I keep getting pushed back, but that's a good stomp by somebody right there. You got to time it perfectly. They're going that. Let's just do quarters.
2nd and 9 coming up here.
If you hold down the speed button as a defensive lineman, sometimes you dive and you become useless on the play, more or less. Dang it, it went right by me. I'm terrible at that. So it is 3rd and 4. We're going to go cloud. I don't know if they're going to run the ball. I almost wouldn't be shocked if they did. We're going to do an under front, like an extreme one. They're going to pass. Big play. I was able to get to him. Almost got the sack. I'm right here. So close. Forced a bad throw. It should have been picked off. So where are we? We're there. Let's just do middle fan again. They're backing us up a whole lot, so a lot of our drives are very long so far.
Washington ready to put this one away. He gets it away, and it's
We'll
a
fair catch that one.
Number 40 calls for the fair catch.
Ooh, I didn't know he was going to bump into me or not. So, what haven't we called? Let's go. Let's stretch the field a little bit. Let's go slot seams. They're going zone. I'll keep it simple and just go to one of the impact guys. He is getting intercepted. Ooh, that should have been an interception. That should have been a pick. That's my fault. See what happened with Drummer? He got blocked by his own right tackle. So I'm waiting for him to get open. Nobody else is open. Morgan can't get open. That guy's in a good spot. And I'm fixing to get sacked. And that guy just comes right on down. So the timing was bad. Your halfback has to go through the right guard and right tackle, and it just didn't happen. So I don't know if it's best to maybe move him down on those plays. I'm not really sure what's best in that situation. But anyway, we're very fortunate that wasn't a pick six. That could have really changed the game. We're going man nickel. I really want to see who's on the slot on the left. It's him. I'm fine with that. Let's move Morgan over. Just give us some room. Good block there. We're going to pick up the first. Oh, man. That should have been 6 points. You go back and look at this. This may be a good angle. Yeah, this is pretty good. I probably could have got 6 points here. Just ran that guy over. All right, I'm going to go play action. I want to go after that free safety. He's the weaker of the two safeties. We're going to go PA roll up, but we're going to flip it. But we're going man, so he's not going to be attacked too hard. Morgan is going to be... I don't know if that guy can keep up with him. We're going cover 2. I'm not really... Throw it away. That was my bad. I'm not used to throwing to the left side. I was way late on every bit of that. Let's just stay here and run the ball. Try to make up for it. Let's go toss. We're going zone 4-3. They're doing that. We'll go to the left. Good blocking everywhere. Didn't get the first, but we're close. It's 3rd and 4. Let's go. We'll go curl flat. We're going zone. Nickel. This will probably go to Myers or to Drummer, just to keep it safe. Let's bring him over just in case I need to get it to him quickly. It's L1 and R1. Good play there. Pick up the first. I want to go with another PE read. We'll do it from spread this time. We're going zone dime. I may just run this. We got the numbers. Yeah, it's going to be a good little play here. Pick up the first. Just a look here. There's 5 guys in the box. So it's a hat on a hat, and they're going zone. The play action right here is so quick, you really can't judge it unless you just got a really good keen eye. Like, what happens if this guy blitzes? What if he comes down? So, we can go back and look at this. Right here, let's use our little teleprompter while we're at it. So, once you snap the ball, right here, it's so quick. You'll have to go back and just watch it. It's so quick that it's almost too quick for me to judge if this guy's coming down to blitz. If he was coming to blitz, I maybe would have kept it and have thrown it to Drummer like over here somewhere. But it's so quick, you just kind of have to make a true pre-snap read. And that's what I done there, and thankfully that guy didn't blitz, and we was able to make a play on the left side. 2 minutes to go. Let's go. What haven't we called? What haven't we done? Let's go. This is the last game of the season. Let's go halfback angle. We normally don't call this play. They're going zone. This will go to Anderson or Drummer. Get about 5 yards there. It's a 2nd and 5. Let's try. Drummer is getting a little gassed, but I want to let him use some space. Let's go see if they go man. Now they're going to go zone. This is going to go to Green or to Anderson. Pretty much the same play we just called, in a way.
Murray State lines up with 3 receivers. Throws off balance.
Oh, almost. That should have been caught. It wasn't the best throw in the world. That's actually good defense. I guess he got a hand on it just enough. Yeah, it wasn't the best throw, but Anderson almost got the catch. So it's 3rd and 5, and we're on the 36. This is 2-down territory for us. Let's just run the ball and then figure out what to do on 4th down if needed. They're going 4-3 man. I'm still going to go to the right. I know that impact guy's over there, but I got a lot of grass to play with. I'd rather deal with that than have to worry about him. And thankfully he blitzed, so he's a non-factor. And we're going to get 6 points. Just keep juking. Just a great play all around. And this is an absolute blowout of epic proportions. Like, everything is going our way. You name it, it's working for us. It helps to have one of those games from time to time. Then you got games like Cincinnati, who just gives you, you know, a great game and makes it really close. And we'll kick an extra point here. So also, you got to remember, we're going to go up to a 3-star program, which means we also got to schedule 4 ranked teams to go along with me replacing Eastern and Western Kentucky with Louisville and Kentucky. So our schedule next year is going to be even harder. I haven't made up my mind who we're going to play on the ranked teams. I may bring back, you know, we had a fantastic game with Florida State. I may bring them up here or something. I don't know. I'll worry about that when the time comes. We're still a couple videos out from that. I'm going to keep doing one high. They keep running the ball. Now, it's a minute 17. They may decide to try to score here before half. I didn't think about that. And they're calling a timeout. They're going. I'm surprised they're doing this. If they're going to do that, let's do quarters. Looks like they want to pass it. I figure with that loss, they would just say, forget it, let's go to halftime. So they're completely ignoring their running backs just because they got an impact fullback. Intercept that. I thought it was going to be a perfect pass, but somebody barely got a hand on it. And we're going to go cloud. We may get the ball back here and score one more time before half. Now, since this is the last game, I can keep my starters in. Let them have some fun before my transfer trio decides to leave. Dang it. And that's what happens when you take them over. Sometimes you have a goofy play like that. That was my fault. I should have let the CPU handle that. I slowed down. Did you notice? That's just my fault. So it's a half and half. That's just a one-on-one situation. In time, I'll get more comfortable maybe making those throws. Go routes against cover 3s. And you saw me do it against cover 2. Was the last game with Myers against that strong safety. Well, we're still going to get the ball back. We may be able to get that touchdown back to get a 4-score lead. Right in the middle of the field. We're going to let that one go in the end zone. It's hard to get a good gain up the middle of the field. We need to get down the field fairly quickly. We got 2 timeouts left because I goofed up and used one earlier. We're going man. He's doing that. We're going to go one high. Overthrew it. Here's where I think I may just want to run the ball. Just in case something bad happens, they're going to get the ball back really quick. So I'm hoping we can... He's coming down. And I bet they're going zone. Nope, they're going to go man. Wow, that's a good stop. So it's 3rd and 10, 54 seconds to go. We'll go back to deep outs. Maybe we can get a first down here and get out of the half. Because if we don't convert here, they're going to get the ball back and maybe get it down to a 2-score lead. Great play. Oh my gosh, what a play by Morgan. That's a huge play. That was a perfect pass, and you normally don't get a lot of yards after catch on that play. He just got enough speed to make something happen there. We're going halfback out. We're going man. Hurry up to the line. I'm going to move our dig to an out.
Murray State lines up with 3 receivers.
I know it's kind of wasting time. They're going one high.
He's looking. Throws it to the outside.
Great throw. We're going to have to
With a takedown.
call a timeout, though. We didn't get out of bounds. 2nd and 1. We're on the 31. We're on the 38-yard line. So let's go RB deep. They're going man.
And this is the 5th
I wonder who is on
play
who.
drive.
He's doing that. I bet that impact guy is on drummer.
Racers set up in the gun.
So what I may do is hot route Myers to a go. Bring him over here.
Davis drops back to pass. Looking. Wants to throw outside.
And,
Brings him down at the 30-yard line.
geez, this is going to be kind of hard.
Sure was. He displayed some great
I got one timeout left, and I'm trying to,
It's first
I may
and
be
10.
hurting myself
Ball on the
here.
30-yard line.
If I can
Murray State
do
lines
it
up
quickly.
with shotgun set.
All right.
Back to pass. Looks. Going
Let's go, Myers. Get your touchdown. Oh, good defense. Or did he drop it? I couldn't tell. You can go back and look. He may have just dropped it.
Unfortunately, none of his receivers could
I thought somebody may have tipped it.
play by the defense to make
Ah, he
the
just
throw
dropped
ball
it.
before he wanted to.
Oh, that's probably why he supposedly dropped it. Well, it wasn't going to be a touchdown anyways. 2nd and 10. It's 14 seconds. Let's go. I want to get out of bounds, but it's going to be kind of hard. Let's go halfback corner.
Second
We're going zone.
This is the 7th play of this
Looks like Anderson may be catching this one.
from the gun. He drops back. He's looking. He's rolling left. Down
Oh my gosh, what a play that was. Go back and look at this. Look at my quarterback here. They went basic cover 2 and I went to the post. But look at my quarterback here. I'm running for dear life. Their impact guy blitzed. And look at this throw. I've done a medium press to the, or just a basic press to the button. Just a crazy play.
I like the defense that was called.
I got to call a timeout. So we're out of timeouts. So 8 seconds to go.
The offense just executed, and the result
What worries me is I'm just going to kick my field goal. I'll just kick my field goal.
Have a look at our Old Spice
I'm afraid if I run the ball and we don't get out of bounds, then we're not going to get any points. And my kicker should be able to make this kick.
visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time.
Let's just get the points. I'm perfectly happy with that. Just get something. Again, if I hadn't goofed up in the first quarter and accidentally called that timeout, I would have been able to probably get a touchdown in that situation. But that's my fault for accidentally hitting the button.
Kicks it high and very short.
He's going to take this out. So that's 5 seconds. So they're going to go 5 wide. We'll go cover 2, man. Just do a hat on a hat.
And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half.
And I'm just going to go after him.
He'll throw on first down.
Ah, good play by the quarterback.
It's dropped.
Good stop. I guess he dropped it. He wasn't going to make a touchdown anyways. All right, 31-7. We can look at some stats here. 379 yards of offense. Like, everything's just going great for us. Our passing game is 10 of 18. It could be better, I guess. But they're letting us run the ball pretty easily as well. No turnovers. That's good. They have the 1 turnover. So both teams are playing pretty clean, but we're just playing better. Their offense just can't get anything done. And that's because they're almost forcing the fullback to be their run game, and it's just not going to work. I don't care if he's an impact guy or not. So we're fortunate we're going up against a team with an impact fullback.
Prepare to start the second half.
This isn't the first time that's happened this year. I forgot who we went up against, but that we went up another team, or against another team that had the same situation.
At the 30, at the 40.
Great run by Drummer.
He made a good cut upfield. Got
But yeah, this is the second time we've seen an impact fullback this year that didn't really affect us. I'm going to go, it's on my mind. Let's go counter weak. We're going zone 4-3. We can bring the tight end over.
He's in a zone right now. Little handoff.
That's just good defense. That guy came right on through. Nobody picked him up. The guard tried to, so it just didn't work out. So we're way behind the 8 ball on this play.
That time as they swallowed him
2nd and 15.
back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot
Uh,
to break it clean.
Let's do tight end cross. We normally do this as a 3rd down play, but let's do it as a 2nd down. They're going zone.
Ball on the 44-yard
I may go to Morgan over the middle here. We'll do a hot route on the right. Terrible throw. Gosh, that's just a bad throw. I don't know what he was trying to do there. All right, it's 3rd and 15. I don't know if we're going to have the room to... 15 yards is... I don't think it's going to be enough. So we're going to do slot seams instead. They're going man. 15 yards ain't enough for doing one of those deep out plays. I'm going to do this. They may go cover 0. Oh, they're going to. I can't believe it. Make a play, Morgan. Nah, 6 points. Well, close to it. Big play. They went cover 0. I mean, they're going cover 0 on me on the 3rd downs. Just who's expecting that, you know? That's a one-on-one. We can go back and look at this. I'll show you what I've done here, why I've done it. Okay, let's use the little arrow tool here. We got a go route here, and we got a go route here, and I moved Anderson over. I moved him over just so I could isolate Morgan by himself. If I would have kept Anderson over there, it probably would have been a double team situation. It's just not worth it. So thankfully they went cover 0, and it was obvious who to go to. So when you go back, if you wanted to, like say your impact guy is like Clark or whatever, in this case, I would have moved this guy over here, leaving Clark open on the right. You're just moving go routes around to isolate him at best. Now, if they were going zone, what I probably would have done is something like this. Like if I really wanted Morgan to make the catch or have my two of my best receivers on the same side, I probably would have moved Morgan over here. That way you'd have 3 go routes against maybe a cover 2. Like if they would have went cover 2, it would have been like this and over here. And that's like a 1-on-3 situation. That's the stuff I've been practicing on lately. I just haven't seen enough of it in game situations for me to test it. But that's something to think about when you're doing that. I'm looking forward to having that situation one day. It just hasn't happened yet, really. So we're on the 4-yard line. I want to reward Morgan. Let's do a wide receiver reverse here. Don't know if it'll work. This is his last game. Good blocking everywhere, and he's going to get in the end zone. That's for you, Morgan. Thank you for all of that you've done for us this season. You've been such a great transfer. Really held up your end of the bargain. Helped us out so much in the passing game. That play call is my salute to you. Thank you. All right, this game is officially over. I can put in my backups, but I don't think it's going to help or hurt anything, so what's the point? This gives me a chance, now that we got a big lead, to practice on some other things. Like when we get the ball back, we can try out some of the vertical stuff that I was mentioning earlier. Maybe we'll go up against a cover 2, and I'll try that 3-on-1 situation. We'll try that. We can do that from gun normal. Gun normal has one. It's got an extra vertical route, if I'm not mistaken. We can fool with that later. I'm going to do quarters. I don't know if they're going to just do passing going forward, or they're going to just keep handing it off and just giving up. I don't know. No, come back. I was able to get the tackle there. Had to come back around. They're still going to run the ball, which it's up to them. We'll control a defensive tackle. Do our under front. Nowhere to go there. And they're going with the big set, so we'll do the same. They're down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 42. We'll bring everybody down. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Big stop. Just couldn't find anywhere to get open to go through to get a first. So they're going to punt. Let's do a double cross this time. We may have enough room to make a play here. If I had to guess, he'll probably fair catch it.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 40 fields it.
Yeah, that was dumb on my part. Nowhere to go there. Okay, let's try that vertical thing I was talking about earlier. Let's go gun normal, and here is seam attack. You only got one underneath route. Let's flip it. Yeah, we got to flip it just to have drummer underneath. We're going man. So if you notice the two insides go routes, how inward they are, I want an outside right by itself. And looks like this is what we're going to have with Clark on the right side. It's good defense, though. I hope I can recreate this. What happened was these two routes here, the two inside routes, this guy was kind of like going like this in a way, and so was Clark. He was going inward. I would prefer to throw it to a go route that's going more towards the sideline instead of going inside. You're just kind of making room for all these guys. But that's not what happened, but good defense by that corner. We can try. Let's do QB choice. We'll run the ball. We're going man 4-3. This may be a good idea. Let's try that. Can he get the first down? Good deal. So let's try that stretch play again. Let's do it from spread. Slot seams. We're going zone. All right. Let's try a triple coverage type of thing. We're going to go up against that free safety. Let's bring Green over. Now it's a 3-on-1 situation if they go cover 2. Looks like they're going cover 3. So let's talk about this play. You just have to experiment at times. We got 3 go routes. It's a 3-on-3 situation, so that didn't really help a whole lot. If it was cover 2, that would have been a nightmare for them. So maybe in that situation, if it's cover 3, I just need to go underneath. If it's cover 4, I may need to try to go over the top. If that guy wasn't there, it would have been different, maybe? Let's see if I can put a cursor on if it'll let me. There we go. That's great defense by the safety. Anderson almost got the catch. Let's just run the ball and try to pick up some yards again. This is going to look good. Hopefully I can hand it off to the left. Get some... Yes, this is going to be a great play for us. Let's go here. Just a great play. Everything went right on that play. They shifted the opposite direction, all that good stuff. So let's go back to gun normal. Go back to seam attack. They're going man, so I want to isolate one of the outside routes because you notice both of them are inward. The 2 slot routes are inward. So let's get Clark open again. It may be hard for that safety to get over there. I may have to throw this kind of hard. We're going cover 1. That was probably the smart move. If you notice this safety right there, if I'd have thrown it hard, it would have been a double team situation. I don't know. It's just kind of... That's something I'm just not comfortable throwing to either one of those. I think that safety done a good enough job to where I think he can make both plays if needed on either one of those go routes. I don't know. It's a tough situation.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it and they attacked. The quarterback should have...
And everybody is gassed. Well, Drummer's gassed. They're going man dime. I'm going to do a basic P read here. I'm going to hand it off. We got the numbers. Let's get out of bounds. He's getting gassed. Let's go. Let's go back to spread and try that again. They're going man. We can isolate Morgan. That's a better... Let's try that. Now, that guy double teaming him. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. No. So that safety up here, if I can put my cursor on him. This safety right here done a good job. I had one go route, and it was to Morgan over here. But that guy was too close to it, so I just went underneath to Drummer. I probably could have went to my little dig route as well.
He was looking for his running back, but the pass just sailed.
2nd and 10. Let's just try the same play, or same thing. We don't have to run the ball here. All right, they're going zone. Let's try a 3-on-1 situation. They're going zone. I would prefer to go after the weaker safety, which is the free safety. So let's bring Morgan over, and let's throw it to him. Looks like it's cover 2. And I threw it too quickly. I threw that way too quickly. He's the only one that got remotely close to it. The other two guys were so far behind. But you see what I'm talking about here. Here's what I'm kind of working on. I'm working on this situation. 3-on-2. Now, it's going to look different depending on who you throw it to. But you see kind of what I'm hinting at. Something to work on. All right, it's 3rd and 10. I want to keep this drive alive. So let's see if we can get the first down. They're going man. I may just leave it as is. Going cover 1. Intercepted. Could be interference. Interference. Holding. I didn't see any interference whatsoever. They're going to decline it, so we will punt the ball. I'm okay with that. Crazy. I was not expecting to be midway through the 3rd quarter playing around with plays since the game is so out of hand. I went with the sky punt so I could do a normal kick. Should be a fair catch. I'm going to do a 1 high. I think they're still going to run the ball.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
Get 8 guys in the box. Ah, good play. I don't know if his defender just gave up on him. No, he was just so far ahead he went for the jump and it didn't work. He took a shot and it didn't come out right. All right, it's 1st and 10. We'll go back to another 1 high.
The impact player at running back is in the zone right now.
Going with the toss play. That's what the toss play is supposed to look like. Good stop there. I'm going to do a zone blitz. This will be our first one of the day. I think they're so far behind on the chains that they're going to throw it. Now watch, they may run right up the gut here. Yep, they're going to go halfback draw. We stopped them, though. And we'll just go cloud. See if we can't get a stop here and get the ball back. I think the wide receiver stumbled or something. That's why he was so late on it. All right, we're going to get the ball back. I need to run the ball. Let's work on some run stuff. This is Drummer's probably last game. Let's do some runs that we don't normally run. We get some practice in. We'll fair catch it. I'm not going to let him take one back. Let's try. Let's go here. I want to work on this counter trap play. And I probably... Do I have Myers in there? No, I got Cook. Dang it. That's okay. Now, he can't get over there quick enough, so I may have to bring him over. As such. He didn't get a block right there, but we still get a first. Not bad. There we go. Now we got Myers in there. Let's do a dive. Let's see if we can find something up the middle. They're going zone. They're going dime. I may be able to find a big crease up the middle somewhere. The clock is running, so we'll just leave it as such. I want to bring Myers over instead of the receiver. I want to see if I can go up an A or a B gap. They got their linebacker defensive end for whatever reason. That's one of those sub packages. It's not a whole lot there. If the fullbacks were, we can look at this. If fullbacks were programmed to go after or to block a linebacker instead of a safety, I think a lot of these plays would work a whole lot better. But you notice Myers here, what does he do? He's just basically designed to go after a safety. I would prefer to him to go after this guy right here, but a lot of the, I think most of the PS2 games are designed like that for whatever reason. Let's go. It's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep. Let's do this toss sweep. I wish tosses would work.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 39.
This one may. We'll find out.
Pro formation here.
I like what I'm seeing here, so I'm going to snap it.
David, little toss to the right.
We're going to get some blocking. Pick up the first down and go back and look at this. The guy came right on through. This is why I normally don't call toss plays. Because there's always somebody that comes right on through and can usually make a play. But thankfully, I'm too fast for that guy. And everybody else done a good job blocking. So let's do some more tosses.
Nice game there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back.
Fourth quarter.
They go to him again.
Let's go here. And let's do the toss from this formation if I can find it. We're going man.
Ball right around midfield.
You just have to be real careful on your speed button, when to press it and such.
Turned it up a notch.
You just have to really follow your blocks. Like, we're going to get some yards here just because Drummer's fast. But nobody picked up that linebacker coming through right there. I was hoping, and this is probably my fault. I probably could have waited. I think I used the speed button right here. I could have waited for more to hit that linebacker, but I outran him. If I didn't use the speed button, it's possible he would have outran my tackle anyways. But all it would have took is maybe him to get that block, and I probably could have got more yards. Who knows? Okay, let's try another toss play.
First and 10. And this is
I also need to try doing up against, going to the short side of the field more. Now, they're going zone here, so I don't know what to expect, to be honest.
watch out for the man at wideout. He's
We'll bring Myers over. We'll let the clock run some. So I got some pretty cool ideas for future videos. I dropped the Batman series. And here's what I'm used to seeing on the toss. Okay?
a big
Here's what I'm used to seeing.
up the run.
That right there. That's why I normally don't call the toss play. For whatever reason, they just decided not to block him. I don't know why. I know this guy is designed to pull to the left. But, just what do you do with that? So, as I mentioned before, it's taking him forever. As I mentioned before, I dropped the Batman series. For those of you who are subscribed, you can go back and look at the community tab and see my explanation for that. Just not many people were very interested in it, and it was really hurting a lot of my stats on the back end. And I was having issues with it on the back end on the tech side of things. So I dropped that, which that doesn't hurt my feelings too bad. But I tried something and it didn't work. That's okay.
He drops back. Looks. He unloads.
All right, triple coverage. 6 points. Now, was that actually triple coverage? Was that a 3-on-1 situation? For this point, it's 3-on-2. This guy, he's too far out of the way. So it's a 3-on-2 situation, but now it's technically a 1-on-1. And the guy just didn't do a very good job. But that's their bad free safety, so what do you expect?
And he comes up
So good to see Morgan get one final touchdown before he heads off to the NFL, to the Wild Blue Yonder, wherever he's going to go.
He's going to find a way to get open. I think you need a double team him.
This is, since I'm an 06 guy, I need to probably be playing Madden 06. I know I dropped the Madden 07 stuff. Everybody kept saying you got to play 07. It's the better of pretty much all of them. But if I ever wanted to do a simultaneous Dynasty franchise, I would have to do it like this. I'd have to, since NCAA 06 is my favorite game, I'd have to play Madden 06. And people said Madden 06 is fine. I'd have to figure out how to go back and relearn the vision cone again. But I got some cool ideas for some future videos. I'm going to do some more formation breakdowns. I have a couple ideas for Creative School. That's all I'll say about that. So, bright future ahead, but I still want to expand the channel somehow. But it's going to stay in sports related, which it should.
They hand it off.
Ah, dang it, he just went right by me. I'm terrible at that. Should have been the defensive lineman.
There.
Going with a big set, we'll do the same. Go Kennedy.
They'll use a full
Kennedy, swing better.
handoff to the full
Good stop there. Somebody came through. I was paying too much attention
to go that time.
to what I was doing.
Nice job of plugging up all the gaps.
3rd and 5. Let's just go ahead and do Cloud.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 38-yard line. They shift on the defensive line.
I may go to the outside here. Nope.
Handoff up the middle.
I'll just make a tackle right there. Good play. And we're going to get the ball back. Well, Washington State, they're just terrible, aren't they? Or Washington. Whatever reason, they just haven't played good. And I think it's because they're forcing their impact fullback to do a whole lot, and they just didn't have to do that. We'll fair catch that one. That way we got a lot of field to play with and run some clock. Let's try this counter play again. I'm going to fool around with it some more. They're going man 4-3. See, they still got their starters out there. We're going to go to the right. But I may bring this guy over just a little bit and do this. Don't know if that helped or not. Good little block there. We're going to let Drummer just go nuts. Now, this probably hurt my chances of him coming back next year, but that doesn't hurt my feelings. If he goes, he needs to go. Like I said, I got Gladhard going to be my main guy next year unless I pick up a big stud in the offseason. All right, they're going zone. We're going to do a basic dive. I'm going to see if I can go up the middle somehow. Got to be patient with it. Don't use the speed button. We're going to run up the score here. It is the last game of the season, so you kind of have free reign to do whatever. Get a first down there. Let's stretch the field. I want to keep fooling around with this 4 vert stuff. They're going man 4-3. I want to isolate. I wish Morgan's route was a little more outward, but it's not. Him and the tight end are just too close to each other. So let's do this. This is going to go somebody on the right. They're doing a 1 high. Not a whole lot there. 2nd and 9. And I got out of bounds too. Let's just run the ball. Let's do this weak off tackle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not a big fan of that impact guy on that side. I think they're going zone, is that right? They're going man. I don't have enough time to flip it. Oh, good block there by their left guard. He may be gone on this one. Good first down there. 322 yards rushing. We're definitely going to attract some running backs this year, so at least I could be selective in the offseason since I got so many. This isn't going to show it. But you saw it earlier. I got like 6 halfbacks on the roster. A whole lot. That's another reason why I don't mind if Drummer just moves on. That just opens up another spot for a true freshman we can develop later. But let's try the screen again. They're going zone 4-3. Very good chance this is going to go to Drummer. I want this guy over here to distract somebody over the top. Hopefully they blitz hard. It's just less bodies that we'll have to worry about. They're bringing a little heat. Just a bad throw. 2nd and 10. He is gassed. Let's do QB choice. I'm going to keep him in there. It don't matter. Now they're going zone 4-3 of all things. The clock has stopped. Just get down for him. He's like really tired. And he's still going to stay in there. And I swear I have my auto subs in there set up. Let's see, where's it at? Is it? It's controller settings? Yeah, I got it at 75. I guess he's just not there yet. Let's just give him a break. I think he's about to pass out. We don't call much from this formation. Let's see if we can find something. Let's do this screen. Now this is going to go to Griffin. They're going man. What I may do is hot route Anderson. Let's do a simple. Let's do Clark instead. There we go. This is where we're getting a little funky. We're doing some, adjustable routes and such. Let's stay here. What else do we? Tight end post. I'm not a big fan of that play. Corners. Like, let's do inside draw. I'll show you how bad it is. We're going man 4-3. I wish halfback draw worked from the gun well, but it just doesn't. It works fairly decent for the CPU, but never for me.
Gets the carry.
Just nothing there.
Down in the backfield.
All right, last play of the season. Let's see if we can get a touchdown. I'm gonna see if I can give it to Morgan one more time. They're going man. This will not go in the end zone unless it goes to Morgan.
Drops back to pass.
Go. Let's just throw it hard to him. Oh, call timeout. Dang it. It was worth a shot. He ended up with 237 yards of receiving. So close to getting a touchdown. I normally, you can go back and look at, well, we'll show this little end cut scene.
And this ball game's over. Coach, what's your final thought?
And that's all I was going to show, nothing special. I was going to show you the instant replay here on that last play.
2006. The final score,
If it'll get to it.
45, Washington 7.
Go to instant replay. They went cover one, if I'm not mistaken. Go right here. They went cover one. This guy went up, and normally I am not going to go to Morgan here, but I wanted him to make a catch and see if he can score a touchdown. I threw it so hard and so quickly that thankfully he got in the time before that safety got there. That safety, but safety made the tackle. Well, I guess that corner did. But either way, all right, this has been an amazing season, a good turning point for the program. Ended up 630 yards, 334 yards rushing, 296 yards passing. I mean, just like by far the best offensive output we've had this year. I may be forgetting a game or two, but for whatever reason, Washington did not come to play. I guess it's your typical bowl game where some teams just don't want to show up. No turnovers, just as clean as a game as you can ask for. 6 for 9, third down, 2 for 2 on the fourth down. Look here, 16 of 31 for Davis. That's actually not a good percentage. That's 51%, but he didn't turn the ball over, had a couple touchdowns. Drummer, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, and it's a shame he didn't win the Heisman, but that's okay. Receiving, Morgan, 6 receptions, 237 yards. Pretty much every time he touched the ball, it went for deep yardage. 40-yard average. I mean, what, just crazy. And it looks like he was the only one who got a touchdown through the air. Go here. Potts with 7 tackles. Also had 3 tackles for loss. It was just his show today for sure. Abdullah didn't do anything today. He had 2 tackles altogether. All right, let's get out of here. The next video I don't think it'll be the off-season video. It may be like a formation breakdown or something else. It just kind of depends on what's going to hit me at the time. And we have won the Sun Bowl. I don't want to save. And we're going to stop here. We'll simulate the rest of the bowls and go into the off-season whenever that next video comes. So come on back. We'll do the off-season video. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. I know that's everybody's favorite. That'll definitely be the next Dynasty video. The next video, we don't have a clue what it's going to be. It may be something special, like a formation breakdown, or some of the other ideas I've been thinking about. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.